Hey everybody, happy St. Patrick's Day. Today is March 17th, 2017, and I had a question posed to me by a friend today, and it relates to the keto lifestyle and alcohol. So while I do not recommend having alcohol on a consistent basis for this diet, there are going to be situations where, whether you're just beginning this lifestyle or whether you've been on it for a long time, that you're going to realize there's going to be times that you're going to want to drink because you're celebrating or for whatever reason. So I know that for me, I'm not a very big alcohol type person. I drink what I think is very minimal, a couple times every other month, if that, except for the summer. Oops, sorry, my little guy. Except for in the summer when we do a lot more cookouts and things like that, then there's prone to be more alcohol around. But for the most part, I didn't consider myself a big alcohol consumer. So when I started this lifestyle, it didn't really register to me that this would be an issue for me. But being that it is St. Patrick's Day and this is a holiday, most of us are known for drinking green beer or going out and drinking and whatnot. So I wanted to share some tips if you are going to indulge in any type of alcohol while on the diet, just some things that you might be able to lean towards so that you can somewhat stay on track. Now, I do want to also say that another reason that I don't recommend drinking a lot of alcohol while on this diet is just because, for me, it impedes my progress. And I don't know if that's something with alcohol by itself that does that, or if it's just a matter of I make bad decisions food-wise when I'm drinking. I tend to want salty snacks when I drink, chips, nachos, French fries, just salty bar-type food, which obviously is generally not accepted on this lifestyle. So, sorry, I'm picking up my kids, so I tried to shoot a video. With that being said, I am more of a martini and margaritas kind of girl. So I fall under the cocktail type of drinker. You also have your wine connoisseurs and your beer aficionados, and I don't fall into either one of those categories. So the only advice that I could really give to people looking for what their options are is for wine lovers. Do some investigation, look up the ingredients in certain types of wines, whether you're like a Chardonnay lover or a Zen lover or a Merlot or whatever. Do some research and figure out, if you love reds, what reds have the lowest carbs. If you're a white drinker, what white wines are best low carb wise. Look at champagne, those kind of things. For beer drinkers, there are some brands out there that have a low carb beer option. Now, they may not be your favorite, so it might be more of an acquired taste to start loving those, or it may be a situation where you just turn off a beer altogether. I don't know. I can't drink most beers because I'm gluten-free. I'm a celiac, and beer tends to have gluten unless you buy the gluten-free varieties. So those would be my suggestions for those lovers out there. For cocktail drinkers, we are a little bit lucky in the sense that there are a handful of alcohols that are either zero carb or low carb in nature. So for instance, my go-to is vodka. Vodka has 0 carbs for most brand, or less than 1 gram of carbs, depending on your brand. And that, of course, is the non-flavored, the original type of vodka. Now, when you're doing your flavored vodkas, you're subject to some carbs depending on which kind it is and what sugars they're using and whatnot. So be careful of ordering any type of flavored ones. If you go to the grocery store, of course, you can always read labels and figure out which works for you. For me, and tequila, like Patron Silver and things like that, are low carb and they're great. So when I crave a margarita, the best option that I have is to do like just the Patron Silver, a little bit of the Crystal Light lemonade version, and then squeeze in a little bit of lime, a little bit of lemon, whatever you want. There are lots of other recipes out there for margaritas that are low carb. You can look on Pinterest, you can look, I'm sure there's some on YouTube, I'm sure they're everywhere. The same goes when you're wanting something of a martini type. You can definitely look up gins, the kind of gin that you like, see what the carb count is. For me, vodka and a sparkling flavored water is my go-to summer drink. And I just came back from camping this last weekend, and that's Saturday night. Everybody was drinking alcohol. I was the only one not doing it, and then I finally caved, and I just had straight up vodka, a little bit of a sparkling water. It's again, this brand, I've shown it before on another video. This one happens to be blackberry cucumber, but they have, I believe we had cherry lime while we were there, and that was great. It gives you just kind of the flavor. You're having fun with your friends, you mix it up. It's great. So definitely give that a shot. If you're out in like a bar or a restaurant and you don't know what you can order because you don't have access to the ingredient list and you don't know how many carbs are in something, stick to the alcohols you know that are low carb. If you can stand them straight, you can do them as a shot or add the tonic water or seltzer with it, and you're fine. If all else fails, you can pick an alcohol and add a diet soda. That's usually always available in a bar or restaurant setting, so you can do that and just kind of play with it. The best advice I can give anybody when it comes to being on this diet and drinking alcohol is to watch how much you consume, because serving size does matter. Also, remember that because you're not used to drinking it on a daily basis, or if you are, your tolerance level on a keto diet may be different. So alcohol may affect you differently now. So keep that in mind. And in addition, you don't want to impede any progress you're making. So make sure that you make wise decisions on what you're drinking, when you're drinking it, and do your research ahead of time as much as possible. Know what types of alcohol you can drink that are lower in carbs and what you can mix with it if you don't drink it straight. Other than that, I just wanted to share that tip with you guys. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Enjoy the day, and please, 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 if you're going out tonight, be safe. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.